blues musician B.B. King. Yeah. So I was listening to him in the past a lot because I was learning from blues guys, and I was watching his videos and kind of made a conclusion that during his career there were two stages. On the first part of his career he was standing on the stage, and on the second part he was sitting because he became quite a big guy. And I decided to do opposite. On the first part of my musical life I was sitting while playing, and now I decided to stand. I don't know the meaning, but when I tried at home I really enjoyed it. So on Friday there was first concert of this new era. It was in Vilnius, and now the second one. So the first song that I will play, it's very new. It's kind of new, not very new, but I haven't recorded it on the album. Just there is some version on internet, and it's about. I sing in Lithuanian, so I usually try to tell something about the songs when I sing in other countries. And this song is about meeting yourself. Meeting yourself after years of not knowing yourself, and so it's called Revelation. bet kurie tik sapne ir tik kartais nedrąsiai lydėjo. Ir matau vėl tą šypseną, tas akis, kurio šiltai taip žiūrėjo. Ir glosto ranką, kuri gero linkėjo. Thank you. Is it enough volume? Or not too much? Not too little?
That's right. It's fine.
Yeah? Okay, thank you. Yeah, I was telling that I was listening to blues for many years, and it were the same years that I was learning guitar actually. So I was learning a lot from blues guys from 1920s, 1930s. I grew up on music from 60s and 70s during, probably due to my father. He showed me a lot of good stuff, but at some point his music started to look too new for me. And because I went to early period from 20s and 30s. And one of the things that these guys taught was that you can tune guitar in a bit other way than standard. So so-called alternative tunings or open tunings. And I became crazy about them. So after that, now every song I play in different tuning. So after every song I retune my guitar. That creates a lot of variety in songs because every tuning is very unique. But the more negative sides are that strings break pretty often, especially if you travel during winter time. They are so sensitive, they can break every third, fourth gig, but you can get used to that. And of course then you need to talk a lot during the concert, because otherwise the people will only hear it as a pleasant sound. The next song that I think I played it's called snagas or snowflakes. And it suited the time of the year, the previous time very well. This time maybe not so much, it's May. But it was snowing in Lithuania last week. So this song is about snowing first, but about first snow, which brings a lot of feeling of warmth because it reminds of gatherings of family and so on. But it's also about a feeling when you kind of miss all this and you can't feel what you want to feel. Kiek jūsų vilties ir kiek naivumo, kad jau bus amžinai. Bet ir niūrios dienos kartais baigias. Net jei jauties tuščias ir paklydęs, ar savo atvaizdą išvydęs ir supratęs, kad suklydęs, sugrįžti šansą praradai. Nuo įstingusių ledynų ir beribių vandenynų spengianti tyla. Atšiauri neprijaukinta, bet galbūt tiesiog nesuprasta. Tik, kad jo suprast visai nereikia. Net jei jausis tuščias ir paklydęs, ar nuo tako lyg nuslydęs, ar lyg mirusi išvydęs, prisikelti spėjusi seniai. Dar kai slinko toje diena, tylėt kai nemokėjo pranašai, pamiršta kalba. Pamiršta kalba, lietis jie viena, tiesos nesustoja, pamiršta vieta. Kviečia vis garsiau, kviečia bėgt toliau, nuo tuščių ir mirusių, rytojų nuo blyškių sapnų. song for a while. Not because I think it's a bad song, something is wrong with that song, but it just happened. It's called Shadows or Shisheli in Lithuanian, and it has a very simple meaning. It's about meeting your shadow side. And it's interesting that I created it in 2022, maybe 22 probably. And it was one of the songs that kind of made me understand that in some songs of mine, there is a voice of some other part of me which is much smarter than me in everyday life. That's a weird thing. Yeah, in some songs it seems that it's I am talking there, but in everyday life I kind of forget these things. So this song is one of such examples.
Pakelsi ir jei išsemsi jūsų šilumą.
But I didn't have my solo stuff. Concerts in December, January, February, and March, so 5 months. No, 4 months, yeah. And I understood that I missed them. Because it feels such a pleasure to be here and share my music. So, the next song is kind of new one. I created it, I don't remember, maybe late autumn. And I already recorded it with my friend. So I will tell a few things that the last 2 albums I recorded in England with locals. So, and there were some problems for me to find a good kind of companion in Lithuania, in my own country. Maybe because it's a small country, or maybe my music is specific or something else. But one guy who was kind of a friend of mine a little bit, he's not sound engineer in general, but he became interested. So I think it was 1.5 years ago, he offered me to come to his countryside and just to experiment with recording. And I liked working with him so much that we continued this, and we did the same this autumn. We recorded several songs, and I even plan to record an album with him because it's a pleasure. We go to Lithuanian countryside, we just close from the rest of the world, working hard during the day, then have 1 or 2 beers in the evening, fry some food, talk a bit, and go to sleep, and then the same the next day. So this summer going to be something like this. And this guy, the favorite music of this guy is doom metal, like slow metal. And we kind of fit together. I don't play doom metal, but I kind of like. And he started liking my music. So this song that I will play is his favorite. It's called Bedugna, in English it will be Algis. So it's about, the idea for the song came one evening when I was, I remember I like to write down some things, some thoughts. And there came an idea to my head that always when something shitty happens, I try to find some explanation for that, some positive side. But sometimes there is nothing positive in shitty things, and you just need to accept that, and that's it. So the song is about that, I guess. Apie skausmą ir lietų, ir žydinčius sodus gėlių nereikėtų niekada. Ir pamačiau kopijuotą, bet siektą bedugnetą, šitiek bėgta, bedugnė ta, kuri tyko kiekvieno užsnaudžiančių vartų, užsnaudžiančių sienų jos vieta. This will be in the next album. The recordings should take place in summer. We don't know yet, but some songs are still lacking. But I'm sure they will be on time. So the next one is a very new song I have played only once live. And I managed, it it was last Friday, and I managed not to forget lyrics, because when you, at least for me, when I play the song for the first time, it's usually very difficult. I don't know why, but you can practice for hours, for hundreds of times, but first time playing live is something different. Probably, like, you feel, you want this song to be accepted by people. Maybe that's the reason, I don't know. So the song already went for the first time, it will be the second, and I think it will be easier. The story behind the song is that I created it this winter, and this winter in Lithuania was like proper winter that we didn't have for years. So what I mean proper winter, it means that from Christmas until March, it was all the time between -10 and -25, 27. So almost all the time, like maybe there were several days a bit warmer. So it meant that we could spend a lot of time at home. And yeah, really many people, I think I never spent so much time at home in my life, since childhood probably. And I kind of started to enjoy that. And probably during the coldest weekend, I created this song. Everything started on Friday morning, when I usually have 3 days off. I don't work on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So during Friday morning, I was feeling there was some specific anxiety, and I kind of understood that this type of anxiety is always happens when something new is coming. So it's not that typical anxiety, but a bit specific, where you want to do something, but nothing fits you, and then you understand, okay, this is time for a new song. So I started on Friday morning. Then during 3 days, I haven't met anyone. I went to the outside only to the shop. I didn't talk to anyone. So probably it was the first time when I felt this kind of mystical experience, which is described by many artists, but also some philosophers and some psychoanalysts. Situation when you feel that somebody is creating and you are just a tool for that. So that was a strong feeling, yeah, very interesting. And yeah, there were 3 days of all this experience when I felt like something is channeling, something is going through, and after that there was total exhaustion on Sunday evening, but the song was already created. And the story behind the song, what it's about, it's called a revival or being reborn. It's a bit based off story that I read, how like Central Siberian mostly in shamanic traditions, how they see the rebirth of a person, that first of all the spirits take the person and kill the person and boil them and cut them into pieces, and then because they must leave the old body and only after that a person can reborn and teach others. So this was kind of inspiration, and I created a song about it. Per vėsą sulaužėt rankas, kad nebetiesčiau jų į šviesą ir pjaustėt mane. kad nustingčiau lede ir pamirščiau savo gimtą vietą. Sielų ir išvedėt čia, kur atgimsta kūnai buvę niekur. Lipdėt mane iš ugnies, dangaus ir plieno ir plukdėt upe raudono vyno balto pieno. Grandines palikęs praeitį ir šaukiu ir raidi mėnesienoj. Ar tu girdi, ar tu jauti, pralauksiu dar ne vieną dieną, kol atversi savas duris. Nebijok, negriausiu tavo sienų. new songs. But it's nice to play something a bit older. Maybe some of you will understand, will remember even. I have no idea if it's possible to remember a song which you hear 1.5 years ago in a different language, known language, but who knows. So, the next one is from my last album, which was released in the end of 2023. This album in general had, I would say, some dark colors, some bright colors, and this song is kind of typical of that. It has some darkness, it has some hope and optimism also. The title is just pretty dark. It's called Tamsi Sielos Naktis, which means Dark Night of the Soul. It's a concept that it's not mine. I borrowed it from smart people, from medieval mystical tradition, from esoteric tradition. So, Dark Night of the Soul is about a period in your life when all things stop working. Your perspective, your things that your perspective collapses. The things that brought you pleasure stop bringing pleasure. Maybe you don't understand your friends, you don't understand yourself, and you feel a bit lost in the darkness, in the tunnel, or somewhere else. I don't know which metaphor suits the best. So it's not easy time, but these teachers, especially the first one, St. John of the Cross, saw Dark Night of the Soul as something, as a way to liberation, because you lose a lot of illusions. And I think I kind of believe it, but I also think that it's very important not to lose some bright lighthouse in the front. So I wrote a song about all this. sugėrėsi save, bet šarvai staiga apsidėjęs, nuskės šalia, bet jos skylėta, nors ir mylėta, širdis šalta. Dargi tamsa maitina sielą kiekvieną, ir ar verta trankyti kasdieną galvą į sieną, ir negi gera, nei čia virsti šmėklą iš kamščio savo, klajojančią po delčią, bijančią šypsenos tavo. Per tiek ir kilnūs siekiai, per tiek ir stagi tyla, ir kam tie toliai driekės, jei viskas visai šalia.
Steffi erinnerte mich gerade daran, dass ich einen Hutretz rumgeben lasse. Bevor ich es vergesse, beziehungsweise meine Mütze, mein guter Freund Pet hat es schon vorgemacht, ein wenig zu spenden für die Musik, den Musiker vielmehr. Genau.
Okay. Thank you. Didn't understand it.
I just explained that I will pass now the hat for giving donation for the...
Yeah, and also some of the songs that I played from my latest record, so I have vinyls and CDs with me. So you can get, there is a discount if you buy two for both of them. And also there are translations, lyrics in the booklet of the last Bible. So feel free to get them and to help me to carry less stuff back home and further into the tour. Okay, the next one is a song that I usually play in the end. So we are slowly coming to an end, not fully. And it's a song, a fiction story, how I met a person which is important to me. I like her music very much, but I also like what she writes. I think she wrote one of the best autobiographical artist books ever. It's a godmother of punk music, Patti Smith. So it's a story about how I met Patti Smith in New York. I haven't met her, but the song tells the story how I met her. So the story tells how that it was dark, rainy, gloomy evening, November probably. And I met her and she said some very inspirational things, like be true to yourself, go your own path, and be with those that you like, not with those that you don't. The truth is so simple for any child, but probably more than 50% of adults forget it. Maybe less, maybe I'm too pessimistic, but I used to forget that pretty often. I guess. And in this, it's interesting, in this song, I put some references to the music that I like. For example, there are some references to Grateful Dead. I was always a big fan of Grateful Dead. It made a big impact on me. And there is a part which I called reggae part. And when I told this to sound engineer who was recording and mixing the album, he didn't understand where is the reggae part. So I'm not sure if you will understand, but please be sure that there is a reggae part which I stole from Lee Scratch Perry. I can say that openly with an open heart. But probably he even wouldn't recognize that. Algis brolau dar ne pabaiga, dar daug laukia randu tau ant kojų, nuo išspardytų durų ir akmenų, amžinų žaizdų dėl sunaikintų rojų. Brolau iš kur neveja ir kur neprašo išmesti svajonių ir bėg nuo tų, kas slenksčio neperėja, paliks tau sieloj vien kankinančių dvejonių. the last piece, like a lullaby song for everyone, for a good sleep this night. And I will play on another instrument.